Good morning, everyone. I hope you've all had a wonderful weekend and have enjoyed some downtime with friends and family. Now, thank you first of all to all the learners and the parents that joined us for our webinar session last week. And the aim of the session was to try and help individual learners and their parents with the online learning platforms that we've got available at Beacon Hill Academy. It was a very successful evening, and thank you to all of you that came along to that. We are following those sessions up this week during our workshops. So we've invited parents in with their sons and daughters to schools in very small groups so that we can work together to make sure that you are using the learning platforms in the right ways. If some of you are stuck or need help with anything, then members of the senior leadership team will be around and running those workshops twice a day, every day for the rest of this week. A number of those sessions have already been booked, but if you do require some additional support and help, then do get in touch with our helpline at beaconhillacademy.org.uk, and a member of our team will be in touch with you, and we can always organise for a time for you to come in with your sons and daughters so that we can support you with that process. Now, this week we'll also be launching, and I'm very excited about this, our new Year 6 induction programme. And it's a very comprehensive induction programme, and I'm very much looking forward to that going out through our website and social media pages later this week. And this is really for those parents that are not currently with us at Beacon Hill Academy, but your sons and daughters will be joining us in September. So we look forward to hearing from you. You will be able to engage in a virtual induction experience where you'll be taken for a tour around the school and also get to hear from some of the key members of staff around the school. So that you can find out more about what we offer here at Beacon Hill Academy, so that your sons and daughters can, orientate themselves around the school. It'll be a great opportunity for them to find out more. And following that, if you have any further questions or individual concerns that you might have, then again, do get in touch with us through the usual way of our helpline email address. So that will come out later this week, and I'm hoping it will be the next best thing to having an actual induction program within school. And of course, because of the regulations and the guidance from the Department of Education, it is impossible to get the whole of Year 6 in to Beacon Hill Academy. But we are very much looking forward to seeing you all in September. But in the meantime, I'm hoping that this will help you settle in and perhaps ease some of those concerns and apprehensions that you might be having and experiencing. Certainly as a parent, being a parent of two children myself, I know how anxious it must be for you too. So we want to do everything that we can to help and support you. That's why, in addition to the virtual induction program, we will also be having another webinar session just for our Year 6 parents and carers. So if you are a parent or a carer of a Year 6 learner that will be coming up next year, then there will be information coming out very shortly on how you can take part in a virtual induction evening. So normally after our induction days, we would have an evening with the parents where you would get to meet members of the senior leadership team and the form tutors. Well, we want to replicate that experience, and although you won't be able to come into school itself, we're hoping that we, the senior leadership team, supported by members of our staff, will be able to have a virtual evening where you'll be able to ask questions. We'll be able to give you some more information that you need so that your sons and daughters can get off to a really good start in September. In addition to that, we are also going to be having a virtual sports day. We don't want to miss out on some of the end of year activities that we have, some really important and sociable events. So we will continue with those programs. We want to do everything that we can to keep in touch with our learners and our parents. So information will be coming out to all the learners within the next week or so on our virtual sports day, and I would very much like as many of you to take part as possible, and there will be prizes for winners like we would normally have for sports day. And as we head towards the end of this half term, only 3 weeks to go, it's hard to believe, but we will also be having a virtual presentation evening too. Again, it's one of the highlights of the school calendar, and it would be such a shame not to celebrate the achievements of so many of you. And particularly during this COVID-19 period, some of you have worked harder than you've ever worked before, given the circumstances that we find ourselves in. So your efforts will not go unrecognised. We will be celebrating your achievements, and later next week you will be able to find out more about how our live virtual presentation evening will work. So really looking forward to that, and information on all of these events will be coming out very soon. In the meantime, keep safe. If you have any concerns or questions, then of course get in touch with us through the usual way of emailing us at Beacon Hill Academy, that's helpline@beaconhillacademy.org.uk. Take care and have a great week.